Everyone is talking about AI, artificial intelligence, and people have this fear of their jobs being replaced. Can AI really replace leadership? Can it? So, today we're going to ask you to think about 3 ways that you can coexist with AI so that you as a leader will never be replaced by AI. So Darren, you and me have had these conversations many times about this AI-driven world, and I know you have some really clear perspectives on how AI and leadership can coexist and how leaders can use AI in an effective way. So tell us your points of view.
Well, I think leadership, as we've talked about before, is absolutely almost the ultimate transferable skill, because high quality leadership is always in demand and will always be needed, because at least for the foreseeable future, people will still be needed. And that is going to be critical, is that we learn how to incorporate AI into our role as leaders. But if we go straight from the leadership perspective right now, what we bring to the table as leaders is emotional intelligence, all right, is that people are people and people want to be connected as people. What they don't want to become is an artificial object like artificial intelligence, right? Is so they want that empathy and that connection, and they want to feel valued. And AI, while you might have good conversations with it, there still isn't that actual connection and trust that you can build, all right? And then second of all is part of being a leader is that ability to be strategic, right? That ability to make high quality decisions. And quality decisions are nuanced. They're not input-output. If they were input-output, computers, let alone AI, would have replaced decision-making years and years ago. Is that there are all kinds of factors that come in that, can we use AI as a tool? Absolutely, and we should. Right? But it's that ability to go, how is this going to impact my team, my people? How am I going to engage them in this decision? How can I bring out the best of them to take this decision that we've made? And then number 3, it's about connection, right? It's about this. It's about that, going back to emotional intelligence. The reason emotional intelligence is important is because it allows this to occur. And people want to be valued. And people want to be seen as people, not a vehicle to achieve some result. So creating those connections will always be important. And that's just at the very surface level. Being a great leader is why we developed the Leader Accelerator program, is because it is more than just 3 things, but specific to AI, how we can make sure that we're not redundant in a world of AI is by adding value as leaders. And adding value as leaders is how do we make the most of the AI tools as well as the people in our organization, and marrying those together.
I think it's like a handshake between AI and leadership, isn't it? And it often strikes me as I look back, and maybe this is giving my age away a little bit, but when the microwave oven first came out, which is in my lifetime, people thought that's the end of normal conventional cooking, and it didn't. Most households have an oven and a microwave. And the same thing happened when VCRs first came out, and then Netflix. People thought it would be the end of movie theaters, and it hasn't. You have both, and they coexist. Looking at what you're saying, it's this coexistence now between AI and leadership. It is a handshake, and it's nothing to be scared about and fearful of, but one in terms of how can you embrace it and bring it in and work together, because it offers you a lot of great tools, doesn't it?
It does, and for me, one of the best examples of that is 1985, I think. Again, the Who did a concert in Toronto. It was the first worldwide satellite concert. And the talk was at that time, this would be the end of touring, because why would a band go on tour? Why do people, need to do all the logistics and all the hassle of that? So people from now on would just be doing one satellite concert, and that would be it. Well, we know now, Taylor Swift being the perfect example, touring is the #1 revenue for these artists, and they make hundreds of millions of dollars on tour. Why? Because people want to get together. People want to come together and have that experience. And that still, as human beings, as leaders, are we creating that climate? And that's what we get to do, is build the climate where people want to be working with each other.
Beautiful.